I'm Adil Farouk. I'm CEO and founder of RevGlue.com. We are back again with a new topic this week, and we also have Sean Carter with us today. Hello, Sean.
Hey guys.
How you doing?
How you doing?
Good, thank you. That's great. Right. Okay. So let's get straight to the topic. Today's topic is about sales and marketing. Not sales and conversion reports and data. Then it's purely for affiliates. So when affiliates direct traffic onto the retailer's website, and then what sort of data do they get back from the affiliate networks, and what to do with it, and how to understand the sales and conversion data. But before we dig more into the details, let's just get an overview what this data is and why is it important. Right, Sean, do you want to shed some light on it?
I thought you were going to say that. Okay, so it's important, especially for an affiliate, because you are entirely in control of your own destiny when you're an affiliate. It's up to you to make the conversions and basically to get the most bang for your buck. So in essence, what you need to be doing is working with retailers and working with partners that synergize well with your audience. And one of the best ways to tell that is basically looking at your data, your conversions, looking at for every single click you get on your website, how many of those convert, how many of those turn into a commission, and what's the value of the commission, what's the average order value. And this is why the numbers are so important. A lot of more experienced affiliates will look at something called EPC, which is earnings per click. So that's for every single click that comes onto their website, what's the average earning they get. And the idea is to maximize that. And the only way to find that out is to analyze your numbers.
Yes, that's true. And it's great to understand, when you start driving paid traffic, especially to these retailers, you need to know how much you're spending on marketing campaigns for every single click and what's converting, what's not converting. If the keywords, especially for the PPC affiliates, who use PPC arbitrage, they would like to know where they should be spending their money.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you're spending, I don't know, let's just say if you're spending £2 per click to your website to drive traffic, and you're earning £1.50 per click off the back of that, you're losing money. And that's that's just a very, very broad overview,
Exactly. And affiliates like to at least double it. I mean, if you're spending £1, they would like to earn £2 in return. And PPC affiliates, when they set up campaigns, for example, they tend to spend a lot of money in terms of the keyword research. They have to include a lot of generic long tail keywords in there. Some of them will convert better than others, so they have to understand which campaigns are working better. They can invest more money into those campaigns because they cannot afford to keep spending money on the campaigns which are not working for them. So if they need to do this analysis, they need to understand the data. They need to understand the traffic they are generating for the retailers, which of that traffic actually is converting, which of the campaign is converting, at what cost, what profit they are having. So in that context, I mean, the retailers normally provide some data back when actually users make a sale. And it's very, very basic data, but it still helps to gauge your marketing campaigns in the right way, to make them profitable, to optimize them more effectively. So for example, they will provide you with if you send a unique ID in the URLs, for example, to the retailer, first of all, they'll provide you this unique ID back. So you can actually, for example, if you're a cashback website and you would like to send minimal information out to the retailer and you want this click ID back because you need to allocate the cashbacks to your users. So in that scenario, you will need to know exactly for every single click you send through some form of unique ID against it. So you can allocate the right cashbacks to the user. So we normally do that with our cashback websites as well. So apart from that, what you get back is basically the order value. So how much the user spent. Now, this is a bit controversial, first of all, because sometimes the retailers do not really provide you the exact order value. It could be including or excluding VAT. It could be including or excluding the delivery cost as well. So you have to be, you have to understand that when you're applying for the affiliate program to read it, if they provided the commission based on the actual order value or excluding the VAT and also the delivery, or maybe some other elements involved in there as well. So that's why it's good to understand the order value in there. But for example, a cashback site doesn't really use that for any other purposes apart from just letting the user know that this is the order value they provided. The main three components or the data sets we get from the retailers in sales and conversion data, first of all, is the commission, how much you're willing to pay, because they will actually calculate the commission on their slide, what mechanism they have set up the tracking pixel with the retailers, with the affiliate networks. So they will give us the total value of the commission, even though there might be 5, 10, 15 products in the basket. They may all have different commission structures, but still we will get as one value of the commission. We don't get every single basket value in there, the 10 products in the basket, we don't get all 10 of them separately. We just get one total value of the basket value and a one total value for the commission. And we have to rely on that.
So this is the difficulty. If you make a comparison between, a small affiliate and a big affiliate, a small affiliate will be digging into the details, or should be digging into the details of all the sales, individual sales, and looking at the individual basket values, and looking at if they have access to that, to that information, the breakdown of the different products that have sold, so that they can maximize on it. So they can,
exactly.
If one product is doing really well, you might want to push that a little bit harder on your website. The challenge is, when you're a big affiliate, there isn't the time to do that on an individual basis per sale. So you're then looking at broad amounts of data. You're looking at the number of clicks that you've sent to a retailer. You're looking at the number of sales you've got. Ideally, you want to have a percentage for your conversion rate to see at a glance which ones are selling when you send traffic their way. Because when you're an affiliate, it's not all about your website. Your website might be optimized, all the way. You might have spent hours and hours optimizing and making it absolutely perfect, so the customer journey is perfect. But what happens when they leave your website and they go to a retailer? Their website might not be perfect. They might have a very clunky customer journey when you get there, and you can tell that by looking at the percentages. You can tell that by looking at the conversion rate. After the conversion rate, it's your average order value, as Adil was saying. So
yeah, another
your
problem
average order value can make a massive difference to your bottom line. What one brand might be offering 20% commission, but if their average order value is £2, that's no good to you. So you need to bear all these things in mind.
Yes, another problem we see in there, for example, if you get a total commission of the basket value, this is what they're offering us, but we don't know how many products were there in the basket. So in fact, the affiliate networks even don't tell us this information. Maybe they don't even have it. But I think it would be really, really useful, especially some big networks in the UK, like Affiliate Window, Awin, they're called now. So if Awin could get the entire basket information, what products were in there when user purchase, and if they give us a separate API just to fetch that information based on the commission ID, so we can see this is a £50 commission, but how many products were there in the basket, and that would give a lot more information back to the affiliate, out of so which products basically you're selling. Maybe from our affiliate website, a user clicked on a particular product like HP laptop, but he went to the retailer like eBuyer, and then he actually purchased a different laptop. So I think it would make a lot more sense if we have more detailed granular data on the product level. That would help, especially the experienced affiliate, understand which products actually are converting. But unfortunately, it's not the case at the moment. We just get the total order value and the commission and the date and the time, and also the status. Statuses are normally pending, which means the sale is gone through, but the retailer is not paying you yet because they want to make sure that the customer is keeping the product. It could be confirmed, which means they're happy with the sale, or it could be paid when actually they pay for the sale commission.
Yes. Yeah.
So these are the very basic pieces of information we get through the sales and conversion APIs from all the affiliate networks, but still it's useful, especially if you're running a loyalty, a cashback website, you want to attribute the commission back to the users for the cashback or any other element. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to present quickly in 5 minutes. One of the module on RevGlue is called Stats module. And I will show that how affiliates can easily aggregate all the sales and conversion data from all the UK affiliate networks, so they don't have to basically dig in all the APIs separately. We do that for them, and they can just link it and then get all the sales and conversion data in one single API on daily basis. It's very simple. Otherwise, they have to log into every single network separately and view all of them together, which we can provide them under a single dashboard.
That's perfect. I think it's a good idea to talk about why that's important as well. So we'll maybe do that after the demo.
Sure. So you should be able to see my screen here.
Yep, it's working
right, so
perfectly.
this is the dashboard for RevGlue. So you can register with RevGlue. It's totally free. As an affiliate, so you have the menu on the left side. And here we have a stats module as well. So I've just created a new account basically just to show you. Once you have a new account, you can actually try the stats module totally free for 30 days. No cost at all. Or you can just go into the affiliate tools and click on stats module. You'll go straight over there. So if I click over here, and then it says, OK, it's a free tier at the moment. You can get up to 10 affiliate networks in there. Price is nothing. Try free, subscribe now. So if I click on it, it says, OK, we are giving you free for 30 days. No credit card involved. Just click here, and that's it. You'll be subscribed straight away. And then you can start adding your affiliate network APIs in there, and the system will fetch it straight away and give you all the information. We have 4 different tiers. The free tier is for the first 30 days, and then you will jump into the tier 1, which will give you 10 affiliate networks. The tier 2 will give you 20, tier 3 30. So you can have up to 50 affiliate networks we are working with, and all the data aggregated at the same place. What I'm going to do quickly, I'm just going to log out and log into my other account, just to show you how the data is coming through. We normally fetch this data twice a day. So every 12 hours, you will have a fresh data coming through all the affiliate networks you've been registered with, and how you can export it. So if I'll go to affiliate tools, stats, click on affiliate networks now. So here I can see I've added one affiliate network. Avin is one of our account here. So you can actually add more affiliate networks here. You can add CJ, you need a developer key and the website ID. You can add paid on results, affiliate key, and API key. So you can log into your API or paid on results account, and you just need to put in your affiliate ID or your API key and then subscribe. That's it. So what we'll do, the system, the engine, will actually verify if the keys are, validated, they are accurate, and then every 12 hours it will fetch the updated data for you, which is basically sales and conversion data. So you can add as many networks as you like, depending on which tier you are on. So I'm on a free tier, for example, I've got 10 networks here, but I can go up to 30, 40, 50 networks as well. Now, the second option I can see here in the menu on the stats is sales and commissions. Now, this is the main report here, which I can actually see how many sales are coming through. So here on affiliate window, the system actually picked up the data. So here, the data we were talking about earlier is pretty much the same thing. So it's the commission unique ID, which is from the network, which network is coming from. Here's the click reference. Click reference is unique ID. So whatever you put as a click reference in your URLs when you send traffic to the retailers, you get the back. So for example, if you're running a cashback site and there was a unique exit ID, now you know that against this unique exit ID, you can attribute the commission and sale in your system. Because normally what happens in a cashback, when we make an exit click from the cashback site, the user is registered with the cashback site, and the cashback sites keep track of the user exit. So they will probably add in the database, for example, which store they clicked on, what time they clicked on, and other piece of useful information which is required for tracking purposes. But now if this website gets this data back with this unique ID, they know that the commission came through the exit ID, with the user actually made a click, is 0.53 pence, and the sales value was 26.25. So this is the commission they earned. A description, sometimes they do give it, sometimes they don't. If it's optional, sometimes you don't even get the sale value, because if it's a lead-based program and it's free anyway, you're not spending any money, but you still earn the commission. So that's why we don't really rely too much on the sale data. But it's still good to understand what could be the basket value in there if it's a sale, if it's a product which has been sold. And then you have the dates as well, and the status. Status is very important. It's still pending. So you can actually see your confirmed sales. Now, you have the data in front of you, which is pretty much the same data you get from AVN reports, but you could link it with your other affiliate networks as well. You can get all the data here. We keep your data for up to a year. So you have up to a year data for all your networks. You can search it by keywords, search it by today, yesterday, search it by statuses as well, or commission or sale value, anything. So up to a year for all your data is going to be there. Now, what would you like to do? You would like to export the data and use it. Some websites, what they do, they kind of export this data. I'll show you. Next option is download options here. So here actually you can create the export option. I already created one, AVN daily. I want the AVN data on daily basis. I want in a JSON file, when it was last updated. And here is the download link, or here's the get link. So if you're a developer, you just need the link for the API. You can just use that. And what it would do, it would run and get you the fresh data, latest data from RevGlue, and you can import that straight away in your database. So you can set up this, or if you want all affiliate networks you're working with, if you want them separately, all the files, you could do that. You can just create a new one, set a format like test2, whatever you want to call it, format. If you want a CSV, JSON, or XML, depending on what your requirements are, and set up what range data do you want, last 30 days. So every time you run that, it would fetch you the last 30 days data. And that's it, and then create a report. If you want to go more specific, in the statuses as well. So once I create that, now I have this URL. I can set this URL up anywhere I want, or I can just click here to download the report. It's very, very simple. So it's up to you to export the data in any way you like it. We are offering all three formats which are accepted, on the internet: JSON, CSV, and XML. So you have control of your sales and conversion data up to 1 year through us, which we kind of aggregate with all the affiliate networks and give it to you. So, and as I mentioned, the stats module to try it is free. Then it's £30 per month. But the benefit you don't have to log into every single network to view data if you have to export and use it for some other purposes. Some advanced affiliates, they would like to use the data, and they kind of import this data into more intelligent kind of, marketing software where they can manipulate the data to understand a bit more about what's selling, what's not selling, what's the order value, which store the sales are coming through. So there is a lot more you can do with this data, with your sales and conversion data. As I mentioned, if you give a unique reference over here for your every single click, you will get this back. But before you send it out, you can actually save some piece of information with your own databases. For example, if you're running a campaign on Google, a PPC campaign, and then you want to keep your keyword, the amount you're paying for the keyword for the campaign, any piece of information you keep in your database, but only generate a unique ID against it, put it down there. It can actually link it back with your system. You can attribute it very easily. So not a lot of information, as I said, it's not product-led information, but it's still a good piece of information for you to understand, okay, what commissions I'm earning, what sale value were, what day, if it's been paid to me, what networks is coming through. And as I mentioned, the unique thing is the click reference. For every single network, you will have that.
So it seems like the most useful application of this would be to import the data into a kind of another tool, really, and build it together with your outgoings, build it together with, your cost for your pay-per-click campaign, for example, or, your social media advertising, and then you can aggregate it that way.
Exactly. So for example, over here, I can see 1978 sales, commission value 4,900, so all your affiliate network sales and commission data is front of you under one desktop, under one dashboard. And that's it. It's great. And that's what the tool does. It's very, very simple tool, but it aggregates your sales and conversion data. So you don't have to worry about the technical side. You don't worry about the APIs, nothing at all. We do that all for you.
So that's the main headache, isn't it, really? If you're working with up to 10 or 20 or 30 different affiliate networks, you're working with different brands on each of the networks, and you've got to log in manually to each one to then manually pull out that data, put it into your own spreadsheet, just to find out how much commission you've earned in a week or a month. It sounds like a lot of time. It's like a lot of wasted time there.
It is. And especially if you're not technical, you need to hire some developers to do the job for you, and it will cost you a lot of money. But here you're just paying £30 a month, and it's in front of you for the whole year. Your data is sitting here for you, and you can make intelligent decisions based on the conversion rates, based on the order value, what you should be promoting, what's converting, what's not converting. So I think this data can answer a lot of questions for you if you are serious about affiliate marketing, and if you actually, especially if you're spending money on your affiliate marketing promotional activities.
Yeah. I mean, that's the important thing. If you are spending money, you need to make sure that you're in that money back. And if you're not, then you need to find a way to understand that. You need to find where the gaps are, where are the problem. You might have picked a certain brand that you felt synergized perfectly with your audience, but for whatever reason, it's just not converting. And in essence, that's wasted space on your website. You can maximize that by identifying where the problem is and just replacing it with a different brand. Affiliates have access to thousands of options to present their users with. So making intelligent choices about which option suits your audience the best and therefore benefits you the most, it's only the smart thing to do.
It is, and I wish, the networks will realize that, so they can provide a bit more detailed data, especially on the basket contents. If not much, then at least the unique IDs of the products which have been sold and what the prices and the commissions were separately, rather than just giving us an aggregate value of the commission. I think that would help professional marketers to dig down in more detail, especially in the product level. What exactly is being sold, and maybe you can push that in a bit more in detail, especially PPC affiliates. They would love to have that data. They would love to know which product is being sold, and because they can actually use the product keywords to promote a bit more for the same brand. So if it's in, iPhone 13 being sold on Apple, but when we redirect user onto Apple, we don't know. We don't know what the user is going to buy. The intent could be iPhone 13 because they clicked on the link or a product, on the website. But once the user goes out to the retailer, we have no clue. So
Yeah, exactly.
I think it would be really, really useful if we get some kind of product data back from the retailers and from the affiliate networks, and it would help affiliates make more informed decisions about their marketing campaigns.
Yeah, some kind of oversight of what the customer journey looks like once the traffic has left your site and they've moved on, to see what happens.
Exactly, and it's not that difficult. I mean, it doesn't have to be in the same report. It could be just another report, but someone who wants to dig into it, I mean, they should be able to do that. And I believe, that would also help to understand why the order value was actually less what been reported in the reports or from the affiliate networks as compared to what the user is saying. Because on some of the cashback sites, when users actually go to the retailers, when we send them and we attribute the commission back to them, and sometimes we do get this inquiry from the user. Look, I spent £120, and you only gave me the cashback based on £80 value. What happened over here? Because we got £80 value back actually. And that's because VAT was not involved. Maybe some other extra products were not involved. So if it comes down to that, I think it would be really useful to have more detailed granular data.
Yeah, it would make sense, especially for a cashback journey. When a customer's making that kind of inquiry, and they're not aware that certain products on the website are exempt.
Yes.
The retailer might have said, right, we're not offering cashback on certain products.
Yeah, clearance items and yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Now, I think that's all for today. So unless Sean, you have any other suggestions?
No, I think we've covered it pretty well, I'd say.
That's great. So yeah, so for affiliates, I mean, if you are in the market and if you wish to aggregate all your sales and conversion data under one dashboard, RevGlue provides you the solution. Very simple solution. Just link your affiliate networks and that's it, and get the API, link it with your database and fetch the data twice a day, and it will be updated straight away. So you don't have to link it with 15 different affiliate networks.
Yep, sounds perfect. Yeah.
Great. Thank you very much, Sean, for today, and
we
will catch up again same time next week.
All right. Chat to you soon. Cheers.
Thanks a lot. Take care. Cheers. Bye.
Bye.